Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning. This is our first online class because of the bad circumstances we are in due to the coronavirus. I hope, inshallah, we will pass this bad times peacefully and healthy. Now I'm going to deal with New Hello, Unit 12, that's entitled Transport Workers. As we know, the word or the prefix trans means move. So when you say transport, to move through ports or through stations, transfer, transplantation, and so on. Work. We have the word work, and this word is a noun and a verb in the same time. When you say I have a lot of work, don't a lot of works. Don't say a lot of works, because work is an uncountable word. But when you say I work at school, work here is a verb. Let's go to job. Job means profession. My job is a teacher. His job is a doctor. What's your job? Job also is a task. When I say I have a lot of jobs, what does it mean? Not professions. I have a lot of jobs. I have a lot of missions. I have a lot of tasks. Okay, like homework, housework, and so on. These are jobs. Now with project. Do a project, not make a project. Work on a project. When you say I'm working on a project, I'm trying to do a project. Now with a very important word, that's say part. What the meaning of part? It's a piece, not that part and a piece. Don't say a part. Okay, this is part of my presentation. Don't say this is a part. It's part. When you say this is a piece of presentation. So when can I use a, an, or the with the word part? When I add an adjective, like this sentence. This is a great part. Here I put a because I have great, that's say an adjective. Okay, so it's very important to say this is part. Take part. Don't say take a part, but take a good, a big, a small part. Now with the word war. What the meaning of war? When you ask someone to do something or not to do something because it's bad. Warn to plus infinitive. I warned him to speak. I told him not to speak. Warn against. When you say, I warned them against pollution, against noise, and so on. Manual. Manual means using hands. When you say, this is a manual work. Manual work means the work that needs physical activity using your hands. Proud. Proud to plus infinitive. I'm proud to be Egyptian. Proud of plus a noun. I'm proud of my country, Egypt. We have a very, very important word, such. What the meaning of such? Such equals very, equals that. Okay, so such a or an, adjective and noun. How come? Let's have an example. It's such a nice day. It's such a nice day. Such here means that, means very. Okay. There is a confusion with the word so. So plus adjective. The day is so nice. So it's such a nice day. We must put day after nice because such needs an adjective and a noun. But so needs only an adjective. So it's such a nice day. Okay, the day is so nice. Let's have inversion form. When you put such or so at the beginning of the sentence, like such a nice day is it. So nice is the day. Try to concentrate. It's such a nice day. Such a nice day is it. The day is so nice. So nice is the day. Do you notice that there is an inversion? Inversion, you know inversion? Yes, the question form is that. Here is the day. So when you put such or so at the beginning of the sentence, you must put adjective or a or an adjective with such, so adjective, and invert. You know invert? Make inversion. Question form. Let's go to the word keep. Keep means preserve. So keep plus adjective, noun plus adjective. How come? Keep it clean. Keep your room tidy. Okay, keep yourself safe. Now let's go to the word manage. Manage means control, or sometimes it's called guide, but control is the main meaning of manage. When you say the manager of the company, for example, is the controller, someone who controls. Maybe he's a guide, maybe he can guide. Okay, encourage to plus infinitive, as you know, equals motivate. What the meaning of encourage? Encourage, to say that something, to recommend something, to say that thing is very important and ask someone to do what. Quite equals not very. When you say I'm quite happy, I'm not very happy, I'm not very sad. So quite equals fairly, but there is a difference between fairly and rather. Fairly with good adjectives or positive adjectives, and rather with bad ones. Like, he's fairly happy. Fairly means quite. Fairly, not very, okay? To some extent. He's rather angry. So, rather bad, rather cold, rather hot, rather high. But fairly nice, fairly good, fairly right, and so on. Technical schools. We have general schools and technical schools. Technical schools, the schools that help students to learn skills, like industry. Industry? Factories, going to factories and making things. Commerce. Commerce means counting, how commerce, trade, commerce, accountant, Agriculture means farming. So there are some kind of schools, technical schools, that teach students how to learn skills. Industry, commerce means trade, agriculture means farming. Let's go to graduate. Graduate means finish school. What the meaning of school here? Finish study, not school. So to have a certificate, certificate, the license or the paper that you take after finishing your study. Let's go to the grammar item today. Report speech. I know that it's repeated and we have taken it so many times, but let's revise. We are going to start with statement. Statement is the sentence that starts with a noun and finishes with a full stop and doesn't need any answer. Okay? She said, I will go tomorrow. She said that. Now we use that to join the two sentences. That she, because she's speaking about herself. She said that she will became would. Go tomorrow, go the next day or the day after or the following day. Okay, you can use tomorrow, you can use the day after, the next day, the following day, and so on, instead of the word tomorrow. So she said, I will go tomorrow. She said that she would go the day after. He said to me, when you find said to, so you must change said to told. But said only said, doesn't change. He said to me, you can take this book. He told me that I could take that book. Not here. We change it said to told. We join the two sentence with that. We change it you to I because he is talking or is speaking it to me. Can change it into could. Take this, change it into that. No tense change. Now, we mustn't change tenses with these forms. They say. When the verb say, says, okay, we mustn't change the tense. Why? Because the sentence is just said now and the time didn't change. They say, we are leaving now. They say that they are leaving now. We didn't change anything. We joined with that. We changed the pronouns to keep the meaning. Okay? They say we. They say that they. We are. They are. Leaving. Now. There is no change at all, except the pronouns only to keep the meaning of the sentence. He said just now. What the meaning of just now? Like say, means he says. So he said just now, I found the keys. He said just now that he found not he had found. He found only because there is no change in time, because the word or the statement just now. She said the earth is round. She said that the earth is round because it's a fact. Fact doesn't change, okay? Because the earth is round all the time. So we have 3 different reasons for not changing the tenses. When you find the word say or says, of course, when said with just now, when we are speaking about facts. Let's go to the second part, imperatives. You know imperatives? Orders, commands, something like that. He said to her, bring your bag tomorrow. He asked her to bring her bag the day after. Again, he asked her to. So, when we are speaking about imperatives, we use to plus infinitive or not to, if we have don't. Okay? She said to me, don't shout here. She warned me not to shout here, not to shout there. Warned. Why warned? Because this is something of warning here. Some kind. You can say she asked. You can say she ordered. You can say she told me. There is no problem. But warn here is better. Okay? To give the meaning. So she said to me, don't shout here. So it's a kind of order. It's a kind of word. She warned me not to shout there. Don't forget, here became there. They said to them, study hard here. The advice, of course. When you ask someone to study, so you give him an advice. They advised them to study hard. I said to them, go on. Go on means continue, means don't give up, you know. I encouraged, so this is a kind of encouragement. I encouraged them to go on. She said to them, come and have lunch with me. Here, it's a kind of invitation, I think. She invited them. You can say she told, you can say she asked, and so on. She invited them to go and have lunch with her. Go? Where did it come from? Come, change it into go. Yes, to keep the meaning. Again, she said to them, come. She invited them to go. When you ask someone, come with me, he can say, I will go with you. Okay? So, come must be changed into go. She said to them, come and have lunch with me. She invited them to go and have lunch with them. I have finished this lesson today. Thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.